When a student makes a choice that they're excited about, that is what brings me joy. So when all is said and done, when they realize that they're going to the school where they're going to be most successful, that is a job well done. Spoke to a mom yesterday and she said, I'm really putting this in your hands. You know my child. And I know you know my child, and my child trusts you. And hearing those words from a parent to me says I'm doing what I should be doing, because that's my goal. And this, having our students know, when all is said and done, all I want is the best for you. And I don't care what that means. But in return, all I expect is you to do your best. From you is for you to do your best. So it's not being the best, it's about you doing your best.
Yeah, I mean, you're pushing them from where they start, and we don't all start at the top. I mean, you really are just looking for momentum to get them moving, to keep them moving. Second semester, senior year now is just about keeping everybody going. Yeah, we don't stop, we don't quit. It makes me feel proud. It makes me feel like I accomplished something. It makes me feel excited for them. Kind of validates that this is where I'm supposed to be and what I'm supposed to be doing.
I see my job as somebody who, there's a lot of noise out there. There's a lot of figurative noise out there. And so a kid who wants to be a welder, let's say, at this school gets a lot of pushing in, because there's a lot of students going to four-year colleges. Like 80% will go, 15% will go to a two-year. What I always tell them is, yes, you have a GPA, yes, you have a test score, and that's part of it, but you have gifts and you have abilities, and so let's talk about those first before we even talk about college.
A lot of people sometimes will talk about how I get people into college and things like that, and really it's the opposite. I get the privilege of helping them in the process, but they're the ones that earn it, and they're the ones that do the hard work into it. All I do is try and kind of connect them with some places that match who they are and are those right fits. So for me, seeing them succeed is everything. I mean, that's the job. So sometimes it's a challenge to get students to kind of look outside of the box and look outside of areas that they might not have thought about that are actually really good matches and fits for them.
I try to sit down and talk to them as if I were perhaps their mother or a trusted aunt or somebody they loved, and build a relationship with them. I don't sugarcoat things. I try to be gentle and fair, but at the same time, I try to be very honest with them, very transparent. And I think that kids appreciate transparency. I think they can see through a fraud. We have a very unique population. We're a Title I school. We're free lunch. So we have a lot of first-generation students here. They do not have the skill set to walk through the FAFSA, to walk through even a college application, even as simple as a community college application, will challenge some of our students, which is why the majority of them do end up in community college. I have to temper my joy with the knowledge that so many of them are not going to make it because they're just not prepared. This morning, one of our young ladies was accepted into UT. Sharing the orange and white shaker with her this morning was probably the closest I've come to tears this year, because I know how hard she's worked. If she should go to UT, and if she doesn't make it, I'll be heartbroken for her.